Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, Luke. I am your. This video has now been taken down by 20th Century Fox and Disney Enterprises because you're using sensitive scenes from a movie. Yes, today we're talking about copyright systems. So, what do we know about copyright laws and so on and so forth? Well, to get this out of the way, first of all, I feel like I have to mention that this isn't gonna be one of my regular videos. It's not scripted. It's not well researched. This is based on things only I know. I know there's probably documents upon documents of like research and more qualified people to explain this, but I thought I would give my organic take on what I think of copyright laws and copyright infringement and how I feel it affects my channel and basically YouTube as a whole, and how it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So to talk about copyright systems and what they're about, what are they? Well, I feel like well, not I feel like, but basically copywriting is when you take someone else's work and claim it as your own, sort of like plagiarism, where you say, oh yeah, this movie is mine, or oh yeah, this clip is totally mine, and you don't give credit to the original creator. That's what copyright infringement is. And so we have laws in place that prevent this from happening, and so you're only allowed to use a small smidget of the other person's work in, for example, a video. So for YouTube or for movies in general, you're only allowed to use a small smidget of that work, and that's when you can say, yeah, this isn't mine, it's by this creator. So for example, in movies, this applies mainly when a movie wants to use a copyrighted song. So let's say a movie wants to use Never Gonna Give You Up. They're not allowed to play the whole 3 minutes of the song. They can play like about a minute of the song, but that's as far as it goes. And obviously the movie won't say, hey, this is being taken from Rick Astley's song. No, they will put it in the credits saying this is from Rick Astley's song. And same thing goes for YouTube videos. I want to use a clip from a movie. Again, like the Darth Vader clip I used at the beginning of this video where he tells Luke he's his father. I can't put up the whole clip. I'll probably have to like use 30 seconds or a minute before Disney comes ahead to claim my video. So YouTube and just like media laws in general prevent you from taking someone else's work and claiming it as yours, or or just using a piece of other media for too long. So if I use a song for too long in one of my videos, my video will get claimed. If I use a movie scene for too long in one of my videos, my video will get claimed. And so there's a difference between claiming and getting a strike. Claiming will be that your video isn't allowed to be downloaded or by people, or it's refused to be shown in some countries. Like I've had a couple of videos of mine that aren't allowed to be seen in countries like Canada or the US or the UK. And I've also had a couple of other videos that people can't download them, but you can still see them in all countries. And I've had strikes. Well, not full strikes. I've just had like big claims or blocks. This is where my video gets taken down entirely, and my video is not allowed to be seen by anyone in any country whatsoever. Thankfully, I have not been given a strike on any of my videos, and it's also another reason why I'm using the most basic video, or at least I'm just using the most basic camera for this video, because if I'm just showing my face and my surroundings, no one can copyright me for this. I cannot get claimed on a video that's about me personally. So yeah, so basically that's another reason as to why I'm doing this. Anyway, so that's basically how the copyright system works, and I thought I just found it a bit funny as of late that things seem to be getting a lot worse in the media industry. As I mentioned, strikes can be bad, because if you get 3 strikes on your YouTube channel, you can be banned, and you will be banned from YouTube. You wouldn't be allowed to make videos anymore. 1 strike is a warning. 2 strikes, you wouldn't be allowed to make videos for like a week or a month or so. Oh yeah, 2 strikes you'd be allowed to make videos for like a week or a month, I think. And then the 3rd strike, you will be kicked off YouTube for good. So yeah, and I'm so glad I haven't got a strike yet. Anyway, so basically what I wanted to talk about was how all of this was circling around, and how I've just seen that copyright infringement seems to be not so great. And again, this is all from personal memory and from personal experiences. You guys can have it completely different. So for me personally, I remember back when like I know there was like the huge copyright infringement law that was put up in 1988, and it was said you can use someone else's work as long as you credit them and you don't take it for too long, basically. And YouTube was fine with this. Obviously YouTube wasn't made in 1988, but it used the laws from 1988, and that's where we come to present day, sort of, in 2005, when YouTube gets made and people like raising clips and whatever. And there was a basic rule on the internet. There was a basic rule as to what you could do. YouTube videos were still fine as long as they didn't use songs or they didn't use clips from the movie. You could use songs just for a certain amount of time, and you could use clips from a movie also for a certain amount of time. You couldn't upload the whole movie or upload the whole song because now your video will get flagged, and everyone was fine with this. However, I noticed things seem to be getting a bit more weird, and I remember I was trying to watch Star Wars: A New Hope online. I didn't have the official DVD. Again, this was back when DVDs were still a thing. Anyway, so I remember back when I was trying to watch Star Wars: A New Hope online, and there was always this scene that they skipped where Luke meets Obi-Wan, and I think from what I could tell, Luke was trying to tell Obi-Wan, "Hey, have you met Obi-Wan?" Because this was when he was going by the name Ben. So Luke was trying to ask him, "Hey, do you know who Obi-Wan is?" And Ben is like, "Huh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time." And for the longest time, up till now, that clip was cut out. 20th Century, who owned Star Wars at the time, cut out that clip and ensured that no one saw it. So I was in a bit of a pickle there, because how do I know that scene? Up to now, I still don't know what the scene was, because I thought Luke was asking Obi-Wan, "Do you know who Anakin is?" And Obi-Wan is like, "Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time." Or maybe he was asking Obi-Wan, "Do you know who Obi-Wan is?" And Obi-Wan's like, "That's a name I haven't heard in a long time." I still don't know that clip up to now. The only part of it I know is that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And I just find it extremely weird. But it's fine. Maybe the scene before it was a sensitive scene, because that's where I got my other piece of information, is that movies don't just need to have clips or songs in order to be copyright claimed. The movie can also have a sensitive scene. I don't know what makes up a sensitive scene. My only assumption is that there is probably music in that scene, or I don't know, there's like a huge spoiler thing in the movie, and the studio doesn't want you to see that huge spoiler thing. Thus, it will copyright you if you put that sensitive scene in the movie. That happened to me as well. Back in 2018, when Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out, I uploaded a video onto my channel showing the after-credit scene of that movie. Apparently, that must have been a really sensitive scene, because Sony pulled my video down, and no one got to see it. I don't think I think I might have deleted it on my channel. Same thing happened with the Thundermans. The Thundermans, I tried to, this one was dumb. The Thundermans is a Nickelodeon TV show, by the way. But I tried to record the episode from the TV onto my phone. And obviously, Nickelodeon did not like that. They straight up pulled my video down harsh. And they were so unforgiving about it. That's the thing with Viacom, but we'll get there in a second. And so now we come to more of the recent years. I would say like 2018 and forward. So now we have the big juggernauts, the big studios and such. And these are the people who copyright your video without hesitation. The two people I've noted about this is Viacom Viacom, Paramount, Nickelodeon. All those are like one company, and DreamWorks. These, or I would say Universal to be more specific. These two companies in specific always seem to copyright claim the videos. No matter how safe you try to be, they will copyright claim your video, and it will be bad. Netflix is also bad. It's just not as bad, but it's still bad about how these companies all just are like, nope. Even though your video has no music, even if it's like 1 second of the movie, we're taking it down. It's dumb, and I just found it very, very strange. Very strange. I just found it to be like a very dumb thing, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. However, COPPA came in. And for those who don't know, there was a bit of drama in late 2019, early 2020, when YouTube said, "Hey, YouTube Kids isn't enough. How about we make 90% of the videos on normal YouTube kid-friendly?" And everyone was like, "Oh, hell no." But YouTube went through with it anyway, and we had the COPPA Act going on. I remember I was a bit a part of this act because I could not change the settings on my channel, and I was scared for my life. And I blame myself for thinking I was important enough for YouTube to notice me. Anyway, so this was before I made Penguin Ninja. So this is by the way, this video is on Penguin Ninja, but I'm talking about Captain Phoenix, for those who don't know. Anyway, so COPPA happened, and a lot of channels had to change their take on YouTube dramatically. And I didn't do the same, but I did notice that using movie clips was a lot more crazier. For example, if an animated show was, if you're looking for a clip from an animated show, in specific, because what kid watches live action shows? So if you're looking for a clip from an animated show, more often than not, that clip will be deemed as for kids. So you can't even read the comments. Comments that used to be there before 2019, gone. Most of them have a like to dislike ratio. Some of them no longer have that like to dislike ratio. You can't tell how many people like it. Gone. So I just find it so, not funny, just kind of dumb in this regard. Because some of these kids shows aren't even kids shows. Like maybe there'll be a Spectacular Spider-Man clip or Avatar: The Last Airbender clip. Nope, for kids, for kids. Like SpongeBob, I get it. But really, you're gonna say the Bad Batch or the Clone Wars or Rebels is for kids? Like really? Like really? You're gonna copyright that? You're gonna make it for kids? And I would say this falls under the copyright banner as well, because you're refusing people to interact with that, form of media or entertainment. However, as of this year, well, late 2020 and early 2021, I feel like we got the straw that broke the camel's back, and this was trailers. So for the longest time, trailers have been, the staple of movies. They always tell people when the movie's coming out, and if you want to review a movie, just use clips from the trailer. No one will blame you, because it's footage from the movie and it's quote-unquote public domain. I know trailers aren't really public domain. I know what the meaning of public domain is. I just use that on trailers because they are used by the public mostly. And for the longest time, I use trailers in my videos as well. I would, how should I say? When I'm reviewing a movie, I would download the trailer for that movie and I would talk about the movie. That's why, trailers in the movie. And why my reviews would come out way better than I did, like in 2017. Because in 2018, when I was reviewing movies, I would use posters for the movies. My videos would just have the poster of the movie and I would talk over it. So it was more like a podcast than an actual review. So lately I've been using trailers to help me out. The problem is now, trailers are seeming to get copyright, and I don't know why. At first I thought it was Sony because I was reviewing Vivo and whatnot at the time. However, I noticed it was with a bunch more companies, and I began thinking, isn't this weird? Trailers, of all things, that are meant for the public, like this is what company gives to the public for free, are now being copyrighted. They're being copyrighted by their studios. It just doesn't make sense. And let's say you're lucky enough to not have your trailer copyrighted by the studio itself, the studio will find a way to make sure that trailer is copyrighted. And how do they do this? Copyrighted music. Yes, that's right. You see, even though the trailer might be copyright free, the music in the trailer isn't. And studios are seeming to find a loophole through this where they can still own the trailer and make sure audiences or YouTube reviewers don't, like sweaty 40-year-old men who live in their mama's basement, like me, don't use these trailers and analyze them. And they do this by putting in copyrighted music in the trailer. For example, Sony, again, with Hotel Transylvania 4. They put copyrighted music in their trailer and make it look dumb, and not dumb, and just make it look nice and flashy, which you can feel good when you watch the trailer, but when you want to review it, you can't. I can't download the trailer. It's YouTube Kids content, so I can't even download it or save it to a playlist, and I can't do anything with it. Sony has me dead to rights. I can't analyze the trailer, and I can't talk to anything about it. It's just there. So I just found it very weird that even trailers, up to this point in time, are getting copyrighted or claimed by a bunch of people. Like, people are literally grabbing for the little bit of money that they can get, for the few $100s that will probably not help them, seeing as they're multi-billion companies. Also reminded me of Star Wars Theory. For those who don't know, Star Wars Theory is a Star Wars channel. He's a very passionate guy about Star Wars. And a couple of years ago, he made a Star Wars fan movie. And because the movie lightly used a few notes from other Star Wars movies, his movie in totality got claimed, and Disney received a bunch of profit from it. It was not a fun time, I can assure you that. Everyone was angry. And, they started putting ads on this video, claiming it. Again, not a fun time. He didn't even want to get a profit from the video. He just wanted to make a Star Wars fan movie. But of course, Warner Brothers Music and Lucasfilm and Disney came in and they're like, we're going to take your money. So, not a fun time. And now, we are at the point where it's impossible to review movies. If you want to review movies clip by clip, or if you want to upload clips on YouTube, or if you just want to talk about the movie in general or use trailers, it will be impossible. On my channel, Captain Phoenix, which you should go subscribe to, I'm going to leave the link in the description. On my channel, Captain Phoenix, from my last 3 or 4 videos where I used trailers to review movies, all of them have been claimed by their specific studio. You can still watch them, you can still download them, but on my YouTube studio, I will forever see that this video has been claimed. And I'm like, why? Why? I use trailers. Hell, I even take it a step further. I don't just use trailers, I bloody use clips from other YouTubers. Yes, it's going that bad. I have to take clips and videos from other YouTubers to talk about them in my video. Don't worry, I'm not a plagiarist. I always give credit to the YouTuber. I always leave a link to the channel in the description, it's all good. But I have to use clips from other YouTubers who've already found a way around copywriting the system. And I'm like, how do you guys do it? How do you guys see a movie and know which scenes are sensitive, which scenes are insensitive, and then you pull those insensitive scenes out? How are you able to find out which scene is good enough to put in your review and review? Well, I don't know, man. It is insane, and it's amazing. Like, at some point in time in the near future, I can see like a year or two from now, when somebody's trying to review a movie, their video will get claimed or struck because they put the sound of a door from a movie. Like, let's say, for example, in Riverdale. I'm just taking a gamble here. From the CW show Riverdale. Let's say someone opens a door. Their video will get claimed because they use the sound of a door in there. Not music, not music, not insensitive scene. The sound of a door. Not even the clip of the door, just the sound. And that's what annoys me about copyright systems these days, is that the rules are so wonky. They have no idea how to work them. And from the last time I heard, the rules from 1988 are gonna get changed, or they're like in the process of changing. So copyright is gonna take a whole new meaning of life. And so, yeah, I'm just seeing personally that copyright infringement or copyright laws are just going on a downward spiral. It is getting worse and worse by the year. First, the rules were fine. They were fair and fine. You cannot use a song or a clip from a movie for too long. Otherwise, it's like you're claiming it's yours, and, that'll just run some legal issues and blah, 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 blah. You can't do that. Fair enough. We'll just use like a second from a song. Nope. COPPA comes in, or YouTube comes in with a new update. You can only use less than a second from the song. Do you know Smash Mouth, All Star from Shrek? Somebody once told me. You can't put that in videos anymore. You can't even put the first two lines of the song there. You can't put somebody once told me. You can only put somebody, or hell, you can't even put the somebody, otherwise you will get claimed. And it's just a sad, sad, sad reality that now songs have to be less than 1 second long. Okay, fine. COPPA comes in. Hey, by the way, you can't use some of these movie clips because they're claimed for kids. Well, somebody think of the children. And then we have where trailers are getting copyrighted, sounds or clips that are quote-unquote insensitive or sensitive to the movie franchises they're in are bad. And now companies think they're so smart that they can't get trailers to be downloaded or reviewed by people because it has copyrighted music in it. I swear. Sony and Illumination are both culprits here. Not culprits. Yeah, they're both culprits here because they know what they've done. Sony for Hotel Transylvania 4 put copyrighted music, and Illumination for Sing 2 put all goddamn music in the world they could. I swear. If they had more money, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten music even from the Stone Age. Like from the Stone Age. So, yeah. So what do I think so far? I don't think... personally, I think that that copyright laws, copyright infringement, all that stuff, it's just going to get worse and worse by the day. And unless we do something about it, nothing's going to change. These were just my personal opinions on the entire situation. And I am so sorry I was rambling. I'm busy telling my own stories here. I'm going like off the rails. I'm not focusing anymore. And that's because I don't really have a script. I never really had an idea for what I was going to make this video about. So I just kind of went on my gut. So I'm sorry this video took so long. I'm sorry you guys sat here for 18 minutes now. And I'm sorry that I have wasted your time. I was just rambling, and I was just throwing my thoughts out there into the universe. So yeah, again, sorry about that. But I think now I will let you go. This is the end of the video. Thank you so very much for watching. Be sure to like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my main channel, Captain Phoenix, and of course, tell more people about Penguin Ninja. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching. And with that, go get me some fish because I'm a penguin, baby.